Hey, it's Marge. You probably already know how to play an open A chord. But that same chord is hiding all along your guitar neck. Today, we're going to show you 7 ways to play an A. Open chords are great for getting the basics down, but they limit you to the first 3 frets on the neck. However, you can repurpose 5 common open chord shapes to play additional chords further up the neck. You probably already have the open A chord down. That's one. The second way to play an A combines that open A with an open G shape, with the 5th fret of the 6th string. Because this is a tricky stretch, you won't use the full version of this chord very often, but you can use portions of it when you play. Try playing the top 4 strings, adding your 4th finger to the 5th fret of the high E string, and you'll get an A that sounds a bit brighter. Or, by adding just the 5th fret of the low E and the 4th fret of the A string to your open A, you'll get a chord that sounds fuller and richer, that's still manageable with practice. This third chord shape is also anchored at the 5th fret, but it should feel more familiar. It's a major bar chord shape based on an open E. Moving gradually up the neck, the 4th way to play an A is an open D chord shape at the 9th fret. Use your 1st finger to play the D string at the 7th fret, and make sure the low E and A strings are muted. This is another stretchy shape that probably won't feel comfortable right away. The 5th way to play an A is based on an open C chord, and you won't have to move very far. Bar the G and high E strings at the 9th fret with your 1st finger, and form a C shape above that with your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th fingers. It should look familiar, even if it feels different. Since the frets get closer together as you move up the neck, these wider shapes will start to feel a little easier. Most of the time, these wider shapes work best as a reference. If the full version is too much of a stretch, that's okay. Reach the notes you can. You can still find some really useful chord shapes that way. The last 2 shapes are basically repeats of the first 2. For way number 6, bar the 12th fret with your 1st finger, then use your 3rd finger to bar an open A chord shape at the 14th fret. Remember to mute both E strings. And for your 7th and final way to play an A, bar with your 1st finger at the 14th fret and form the G chord shape with the root on the 17th fret. This still might feel difficult, but will be a little more forgiving on these higher frets. Some of these shapes are more challenging to play than others. When you first try the more difficult shapes like G and C, you can make things easier on yourself by starting with just the 3 highest strings and adding the lower notes as you feel more comfortable. Playing the same chord in different places helps demystify the chords you'll encounter in Rocksmith Plus. It will also give you a strong foundation to play anywhere along the neck and give you more options for building variety into the chord progressions you play. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.